Take a look at our 3D picture and you'll notice these pillars of red. These are areas of very, very intense rainfall. So again, travel not advised at this time. We are still under a tornado watch. That's through 8 p.m. this evening. That is for all of us in Middle Georgia. It is time now for a check of your bus stop forecast. And moms, you want to bundle up the kids this morning because it is bitterly cold out there. Temperatures starting off today are in the 20s with these winds factored in. It does feel like the teens.
You hear about it in all the country songs, but it's not that often that you get the opportunity to see it live here in Middle Georgia.
To where these storms are going to go, but you can see the Storm Prediction Center has issued a slight risk of severe weather for most of Middle Georgia on Thursday night.
But will this heat continue into the work week? All those details just minutes away, along with a preview of what you can expect at this weekend's bike show.
Morning here in Hancock County, that has been allowed to expire. Everything has moved off into Warren County.
Well, a very good evening to you, and thanks for sticking with us tonight. We are live at Wild Wing Cafe for your high school football Friday night preview.
For today, though, the big story is going to be the wind. Well, a very good Tuesday morning to you. It is Valentine's Day, and we are starting off with a wet morning. I-75, I-16, both soaking wet this morning. The heaviest stuff starting to move out of our area, so that's good news for those of you who haven't gotten out and about just yet to get those last-minute gifts. But still tracking some more moderate to heavy rainfall down I-16 eastbound towards Soperton, just off to the south of Gillis Springs is where we're tracking the heaviest stuff right now. So for those of you in Trutland County this morning, keep that in mind. Your temperatures, though, much too warm to provide the focus for any wintry precipitation to develop. So just a rain event for this morning, and of course everything tapering off by the afternoon. Here's the current numbers, 30s and 40s out there, so actually not too bad. This time yesterday we were in the teens, so I would say this is definitely a big improvement. 39 right now at the base, coming in at 37 at the Macon Middle Georgia Regional Airport. If you're joining me this morning from Sandersville, a very good morning to you. Congratulations on making it into the lower 40s this morning. So it is starting to get warmer, but temperatures today actually below average. We should be in the lower 60s this time of the year, but we're looking at lower 50s. Expect a few lingering showers early on this afternoon around lunchtime at 1 o'clock. Those will move out of the area with the rest of the mess, and we'll enjoy a dry night tonight with lows in the mid-30s. So the heat's still cranking for tonight. You're going to need to leave the heater on, but a warm-up is in the future, and I'll show you why. Right now, we're sort of sandwiched between two weather systems. Here's the first one sitting right on top of us, and that's going to move out today. And then here's the second one coming out of the Four Corners. As this one continues to move towards us, we're going to pull up that rich Gulf of Mexico moisture that we're always talking about. So temperatures in the coming days are actually going to increase by Thursday, even though we are contending with another bout of rainfall. We're looking at temperatures in the 70s. So things will be getting warmer. It is going to feel like spring again here in Middle Georgia. Here's a look at your stormcast. Let's take you through the next 48 hours. You can see by lunchtime today, still stuck with that rainfall. It's going to stick with us for your late afternoon commute, but then everything's going to move out of here for tonight. Tomorrow is dry, just in time for the next batch to roll around Wednesday night into Thursday. So a pretty unsettled 7-day forecast, but Kyle and Melissa, even though it's unsettled, at least we are finally warming up here into the 70s by Thursday. Back to you. Well, if you were joining us before the break, I gave us our weather trivia question, which was, in addition to winds in excess of 58 miles per hour, for a thunderstorm to be severe, it must have which of the following criteria? And the correct answer is B. Not only do we need winds in excess of 58 miles per hour, we need hail greater than an inch in diameter or golf ball size hail. None of that in the forecast for today, but that is in your 7-day forecast, and I'll have all the details details on that in just a few minutes. But let's take a look at this morning's much needed rainfall. From about 6 this morning through that 10 o'clock hour, it was really coming down out there at times, but we have really calmed it down this morning. Just a few stray showers in Trutland County, portions of southern Dooley County seeing some light rainfall right now, but for the rest of your day, things will only continue to get more quiet. Unfortunately, we're going to keep the clouds, so not a lot in the way of sunshine today, but this rainfall is much needed because we are under a just terrible drought at this moment. I mean, most of middle Georgia under an exceptional drought, and then for the first time in about 3 months, many of us under an exceptional drought, and that is just not good news. You'll notice the exceptional drought in this darker red area from Trutland County down into Telfair County, and quite a bit of us in the agricultural community. So we need all the rainfall that we can get, and luckily there is more on the way within the next couple of days. I'll have more on that in just a few minutes, but let's get a current check of the temperatures. If you're about to step out here within the next few minutes, really comfortable here across middle Georgia, but you can see we're cooler into North Georgia, a little bit of a wedge set up here from Columbia into Atlanta. Temperatures in the 50s right now, 64 degrees in Montgomery, 69 in Albany. We're at 65 on the coast this morning and coming in at about 68 in Jacksonville, Florida. Across middle Georgia, very, very comfortable. We're all in the 60s, near 70 degrees right now in Abbeville, and with the dew points, you can just see this humidity. Your dew point in Warner Robins, 65, and when we get those dew points into the 60s and those 70s that we can see sometimes in the summer, that is just that miserable humidity. So you're definitely going to notice that mugginess when you step outside today. You'll notice the warmth this afternoon, making it into the lower 70s, well above average for this time of the year. Those showers will continue to taper off. We'll call it cloudy for today. Expect a southeasterly breeze, winds today gusting as high as 15 miles per hour. So it will be breezy at times today. If you've been outside, you've already noticed just how breezy it is out there. For tonight, though, the winds will calm down. Skies remain mostly cloudy and we'll stay dry for tonight, but enough upper level moisture out there to keep those clouds. So with all those clouds out there tonight, we are looking at temperatures only cooling to the upper 40s. We do have a front that's going to swing through the state today, but it's not going to do much for us temperature-wise. It's not one of these cold fronts that's going to drop the overnight lows into the 30s. Much different than that. It's just going to usher in some drier air. So you're going to notice less in the way of cloud cover going into Friday. Very, very mild tomorrow. Temperatures will remain in the upper 60s, even some lower 70s out there for Friday, just in time for our next weather maker to get its act together. This one currently setting over Southern California, but it's going to track eastward, and this area of low pressure is what we are really watching going into the weekend. Now, our forecast models do differ by the time we get to Saturday, but as of right now, it looks like there's a good chance we could see some stronger to severe storms going into the beginning of your weekend. So Friday night, looking at the potential for rainfall. Saturday, looking at the potential for rainfall, but into Saturday evening, we could very well see some stronger thunderstorms. We'll continue to monitor the situation for you. Back to you guys.